This is the demo of our jewelry manufacturers and wholesalers software. It can be used for manufacturers, wholesalers, and diamond dealers. It handles all aspects of your business, starting with sales orders, invoices, memos that you give out, customer returns, payments that you receive, and credits that you issue, as well as repair orders. You can follow the repairs and other job bags through the shop. You can do customer statements and finance charges, customer relationship management, set up reminders for customers as well as potential customers, which are customers who have not purchased yet, but you want to keep track of them, so you can send them quotations. You can make reminders to call them back, and eventually you will make them into a customer, and all of their history comes with them. For style, you have bill of material that you enter. The system can calculate the cost and price the item, or you can enter the total price, purchase price. You can also keep track of the diamond inventory. Inventory can be kept in multiple warehouses, or you can keep track of inventory of items that you give to your salespeople to take on the road. You can make quotations, keep track of your findings and different size of stones. On the manufacturing side, you can make vendor purchase orders. Reserve items, which means to put set-aside items for specific sales orders. You can keep track of job bags through the shop. Details such as which setter or which polisher worked on this job bag, which jobs each person has completed, and which jobs they still have open. You can do the physical inventory from time to time and see what's missing. Tagging and pictures are part of the system. WJewel includes a complete accounts payable. You can either purchase the items or receive them as consignment. You can then find out which consignments you have used or sold and report them to the vendor to make them into an invoice. You can write checks, pay your bills by credit card, keep track of your checkbook and banking, financial reports as well as analytical reports that show your sales and profit, your best sellers and your worst sellers. Keep track of your employee punch in and punch out and their salary and payroll. You can also transfer all of this information into QuickBooks. To enter details of a style, you can either assign it a style number or WJewel can assign it for you. Specify which collection it belongs to, as well as category, subcategory, and metal. Enter the gold weight as well as platinum and silver weights. We then enter the gold price per ounce and the surcharge percentage. All this calculates the casting cost. The same thing works for diamonds and color stones. Specify different sizes of stones that each item takes. If the price of gold or diamonds goes up or down. Findings that are the different parts that you use for making a piece are also kept track of. You can add the number of hours of labor and what type of settings used for a piece. You can have multiple pictures for an item on the front, back, and the side. And all of these can be connected to your website if you want to, such that you enter the items in WJewel and they automatically get updated to your website. Tags can be regular bar-coded tags or RFID tags. RFID, this allows you to scan a lot of styles very quickly. With diamonds, you can either assign your own lot numbers or we can assign the lots for you. You can mix parcels, separate one parcel into multiple parcels as you sort them. For larger certified diamonds, each lot can have multiple certificates. For example, it can have both GIA and EGL certs. Just enter the cert number and WJewel retrieves all the information for you from the GIA website. And we save it here. We can also download a copy of the certificate such that later on you can view it or email it to your customer or reprint. Stones can be listed on RapNet and their prices can be adjusted based on RAP prices. You can see history of each item, such as when you bought it, who you bought it from, who you bought it or took in on memo, and when it came back, and the rest of the history of the piece. You can get a list of items in stock, specify which categories you want, or see everything. You can create quotations for your customer, and later on when they come back and decide to purchase it, you can just convert that quote directly into a sales order. To make a quotation, you can either directly enter each and every item and reprice it for a different metal or diamond. For example, reprice a 14K item as 18K. Or price for a better quality diamond. Instead of standard SI, make this one VVS1 and we reprice that. You can also search your inventory based on the categories. For example, look for all rings or 18K rings and then add them to your quotation. You can then print or email the quotation with pictures or without pictures like a catalog. For sales orders, once you enter a sales order, you can then create also job bags and keep track of them through the system. And finally, you invoice them or memo them. There are a lot of options here. For example, you can specify not to ship it before a certain date, or specify the cancellation date. Imported from Excel, you can specify the order type as a house order, or sample order, or special order. Payment terms come automatically from the customer file, but you can change them for each purchase order. Shipping methods, for example. I need this to be shipped UPS today, and based on that, we will calculate the shipping charges for you if you want to. For memos, you can create the memos either based on a sales order or make a direct memo. Later on, you can convert a memo into an invoice. You can also make invoices directly. Customer returns can be from invoice or memos. You can also issue return authorizations. Repair order will give you a job bag that you can use for walking the job through the shop and manufacturing process. Customer statements and finance charges are part of the system. To manufacture the pieces, you can create a vendor purchase order either based on your customer sales orders, or you can directly create a vendor purchase order. Vendor purchase orders can be based on the quantity that you sold, say in the past month, 6 months, or you can do it based on the items that are below minimum stock level. You will receive the vendor purchase orders and track of their vendor POS. While you are on this subject, you can also keep track of the stones that are by your vendor. You send stones to the vendor, and as they use it, they report it to you. That way, you can always keep track of how much is left by them, and they can return whatever is not used. If you are doing the jobs in-house, then you can do the job bag processing in-house that basically says this job bag I'm giving to Joe today, and when it comes back, I'm giving it to the setter, and then I'm giving it to the polisher and QC. You can at any time find out for each setter which jobs they did, who worked on a specific job bag, and which bags are open. Physical inventory keeps track of any missing job bags in the shop. Banking keeps track of your checkbook. This has been a brief description of the capabilities of the software. To tell you a little bit about our company, we have been doing jewelry business software for over 30 years. We are located in New York City. Any software that we sell comes with unlimited training, which means we are not going to limit you to only 5 or 6 hours of training, and then if you have more questions, ask you to pay us more money. Training is unlimited. We have online training videos, but we first schedule training sessions with you. And after that, if you have any questions, you can always call us or email us, and we'll be happy to answer your questions. Please call us at 646-578-8300. We will be happy to talk to you and answer your questions, and even set up a demo so that you can play with the software at your own leisure.